Yeah, as far as I can tell.
Okay, so Tab, alright, so Tab should definitely be that.
I've never seen him come anywhere close to playing Maxi. I don't know how I feel about this J plays SC thing, unless he means StarCraft.
I think it's StarCraft. I think it's definitely StarCraft.
Oh, thank God.
Mm.
Scared me half to death.
This is a really interesting matchup because I feel like Nightmare can, Nightmare backstep trying to get out of the loop pressure could be really useful, and you're kind of at a favorable range, with the Nightmare.
I think it all depends on if the Maxi player knows what moves Maxi has that beats the armor. Because if he doesn't, then I don't really see how this doesn't go anywhere but south. But that being said, Maxi is one of the best characters in the game at making this a one-player game. So if he's able to... If it's going to be a matter of neither person knowing the matchup, then it's going to be a matter of which person can play their game more effectively.
Yeah, that's a good point. Does Jay know about the armor/GA stuff? Does Tab know about, some of the stance loop stuff and the frame data associated with certain transitions? Oh God! Yeah. Single A to kill the soul charge.
Boy, howdy. He's gonna get it back, but still.
Either really bad luck timing from Jay, really good timing from Tab. Either way that happened.
A little zombie.
Yeah. I mean, he got it back and all, but that's just there's just not even a chance for momentum shift for
yeah.
Jay.
Yo, and that's it. You got hit in the middle of the stage with a Terra Charge move. It's the whole game thing.
Still some of the best ring carry in the game.
Yeah.
That's Nightmare, and it's just
as far as I know, Nightmare only got better in this previous patch, which is a very smart move.
Yeah, that's basically the success I've been hearing and accepted. Kind of a shame for Jay because he did get those first 2 rounds, but not handle the adjustments come from Tab. We'll see what happens in this game too. That's a nice auto GI.
Yeah, Tab getting a little bit greedy with the 60k. If he had gotten that 60k again, the round would have been over.
Yeah.
Looks like he's just kind of trying to bash that 60k into the situation here, but he ends up getting his wall rising punish, gets Terra Charge yet again. Kind of wish there was some sort of a punish there. Nobody's punishing anything.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of panic there, which I don't necessarily blame too hard, but there's a Terra Charge here, so just...
Alright, he gets another GI. I kind of wish that the Maxi player would... Okay, well, he ends up getting that round. I feel like there's a handful of times where, well, I say this, but it is Maxi. I was going to say it's probably not great that he's whiffing to a significant degree, but I guess as a Maxi player, that's like an okay thing to do.
Yep, because you still can make yourself really hard to whiff punish. Oh my God, the guard read CE, just interrupting that Grim Stride, I think it was.
Yeah.
But Tab doing damage right back at you. Terra Charge, great situation. Oh my God, that was just a lose-lose situation for Jay. So.
It was significantly more lose because he got hit by it.
Yeah.
I don't think he would have gotten a ring out. He may have gotten like a bit of damage or frame advantage, but I don't think he was going to literally lose the round if he had blocked it.
I wonder if he got caught between those 2 decisions, oh my God, I can't block it. Oh my God, I can't eat it either. He just got hit with the worst option, unfortunately.
Kind of wish that he seems to be sidestepping enough to where, when he's letting Nightmare Bubbles go, that's really unfortunate. Mine, you should be able to do something. You definitely don't want to try to do that, though.
Oh. Unfortunately, at 14, Maxi doesn't have great punishment. Most he can get would be a 3K or AA or 2A. And there will be ranges where he doesn't get that, but still gets the round, so he can still turn this around, one more round to make it a 1-1.
Yeah, it seems like Tab is just kind of... Oh, something happened?
That's usually an indication that something's happening.
Well, it can't be a connection-based thing. Tab giving himself Terra Charge as the price.
Great.
For,
I mean, you should take the round unless somebody says something to me right now.
We'll wait to see.
Yeah, we'll wait and see what happens.
I mean, at this point, you could just let the entire round just go and win the round via timeout.
It's kind of roll his body to the ring's edge.
And you might as well. There's not much else that Tab could use as an advantage because Terror Charge obviously doesn't carry over, and he already has both bars. Now the question is he going to be available for the next round? Because a controller DC should not take this long.
Look, if he says nothing, then he's done. He loses at the end.
Yeah, and we'll just assume.
Congratulations to Tab for winning his first game in the Parsec.
Yeah, like this. If he doesn't say anything, then that's on him.
Because this isn't like the power going out, right? Because he would have been off the server if that was the case.
He could be off the server.
Oh, okay.
He might be.
Communication is
No, that wouldn't work because that would mean that a controller disconnected, in which case there would be like a pause. Okay, well, I still think that it's over. I think that was well. I'm merely a commentator in this regard. Okay, well, he won it anyway.
Yeah, and props to him for just taking the time to showboat, because
yeah, a very long bait. Unfortunately, it did not work out for him because he did have to sacrifice a round and a half in order for that bait to come to fruition. So I don't know. Just hey, I'm not your dad, but I would just say when it comes to advice in playing SoulCalibur, it's best not to go for that heavy of a bait.
Yeah, it's just a very meta-breaking strategy attempt there, but unfortunately it didn't work out for J plays SC. Like, maybe if he just chose one of those moments to go, block something random at that last possible moment, like haha, and then maybe he can steal the round.
Yeah, that would have been something, and then we would have had to have a whole conversation. Luckily, so in a way, thanks very much for J plays SC for losing that round very quickly, therefore removing the possibility that we would have to have a very lengthy conversation.
Hey, hey everybody! We've been getting some pretty huge donations, so it's give me a sec to chill. Shout out to one of our partners of this event, Rig Gaming. I'll be talking about them in just a bit, but I want to show you this match arena page. Right now, we're at $311 in the first match. Thank you guys so much for supporting. I didn't have to say anything, like everybody already just knew to support Calibur. You can use the promo code DXC. You'll donate 50 cents completely free. Check out the marketplace if you want an item. Check out the special sponsor quest you want to donate more free from Rig Gaming, G Fuel Energy. Both of them are powering this event, by the way, so you'll be hearing more about them later. Twitch quests, Twitter quests, YouTube quests, and there's like tons of stretch quests. So look, you get the 5. Look, like he's back to his old donation shtick again. So he's been donating these stretch goals every step of the way. You get the 500. Ian will donate even more money. So like we've already reached like our first 2 stretch goals, Ian. Not sure if you saw that right there, but yeah, thank you so much. Thank everybody so much for supporting. Shout out Texas Gaming, Painshake, Alchemist, Dowden, and we appreciate anybody that takes the time to use any of the promo codes or sponsor quests. Just started too. Yeah, 300 already. And once again, we are joined by our lovely commentators, Hwang and JJJ. Calling out my overlay guy so I can have a lower third for y'all before this tournament is done. In the meantime, I'll be using text. Maybe I should put on one of the casual matches while Ian gets the next match. I'm sure he's overwhelmed.
Yeah, so we've got actual tournament matches going on setups.
Yeah, I'll switch over to them. I'm just looking for one.
Yeah, just hey, take a little break, commentators. We're gonna get another official stream match for you.
Yeah, don't feel the need to commentate the side matches. Okay. All right. So this is a match. So I'm not sure who it is, guys. Like I said. Yeah, we have streams of the commentators, but guys, Like you guys have been awesome so far. $315 already. SoulCalibur community always delivers. So we had a little bit of shaky start to the tournament. Oh, game source. Oh yeah. So these are the off-stream setups, Eric. So the quality of the feed is slightly lower than the main feed. I'll just send you the link.
Yeah, actually, if you want to put
I'll send Eric the link,
that in Twitch chat, just put it in Twitch chat and talk it up while I'm dealing with this.
I'll put what in Twitch chat? Sorry.
The Tourney Warrior.
Oh, okay. Just want to make sure. Yeah, that's why I asked. Didn't want to just put it out there. So guys, all right. So you want to see every match that's going on in the tournament? Check this shit out. See every match that's going on in the tournament. Enjoy. And if you guys enjoy all that, there's 8 stations going on for your viewing pleasure. And if you guys enjoy, make sure to donate to the Match Arena.
Oh, this is so chaotic. We're gonna have Painshake and Exander up on stream next.
All right, cool.
Warrior.
Painshake.
Shout outs to Painshake for being a long-time sub on my channel. I just put that out there.
That's cool.
All right, cool. All right, looks like they're readying up.
I'm going to interrupt them for a second. Okay. So, we got Painshake and Exander. That looks correct. Great.
Okay, great.
I don't think I've even seen Painshake play the game before. Exander has been a long-time competitor in both online and offline competitions, so presumably he'll continue to play Cervantes. I guess there was a chance that he would be playing Hilde for at least until he realized that his opponent didn't know knew or did not know the matchup, but he's decided to go with Cervantes the whole way.
Yeah, maybe he has Hilde, does have Pocket Hilde, maybe it is for specific matchups. And Painshake is apparently not just a name in your channel, Jay. Apparently he plays Nightmare.
It's a real person with thoughts and emotions and dreams and feelings?
Crazy.
Hey, we're in the exact same stage and one of the same characters. I imagine Cervantes does not have that hard of a time eating the armor from Nightmare, especially if he's not going to tech these not real combos.
Yeah, that's kind of like my initial instinct. Yeah, I think Cervi is fine in this matchup. It's basically up to Painshake to try to just kind of keep him out as much as possible, because Cervi does have stuff like 6SK and K2 arguably, and slow moves get in there, but for the most part. His ability to chase is still kind of on the weaker side, where it could potentially be exploited by long swords like Nightmare. That's it.
Now, it's important to note that Cervantes, I mean, it's not the biggest buff in the world, but he did get B-Slide K buff. So, at the very least, he has that as a potential get-in tool to a certain degree.
Wait, it's a hitbox buff, or
No, it's +2 now instead of neutral. Yeah, dude.
Why?
Why not? What do you mean? Bringing him back to his roots. Yeah.
Oh, stream. Oh, stream. So the betting is up. Sorry, I forgot to put up the bets. But what on who you think's gonna win in Twitch chat? Let's go. Bet them channel.
My favorite new feature for Twitch chat.
Yeah, I wonder if we're gonna start doing the thing that you see on ESPN, where the commentators give their decisions on who to predict for, and then that changes the odds to a certain degree.
That would be sick, actually. I hope Twitch has that.
Yeah.
Pre-match breakdown.
Yeah. But the idea is that you can start
actually
maintaining the odds in a certain way.
Yes. Yeah, everybody's literally betting on Exander. Damn. Like that.
I mean, people know Exander.
They know Exander, so it's not fair.
Yeah.
Let's go Painshake.
But yeah, at the same time, like if Exander loses, you know, it's an upset for Painshake. So you know,
I'm trying to remember who it was, but Link played against somebody in that NLBC that he played in, and we looked at like what the bets were like for that, and the guy who was playing against Link, I think, had like 475 channel points like in his favor, and Link had 575,000.
like competitor versus little Evo top 3 finalist.
Yeah.
And you know what? I would take that bet because, you know, underdog betting, that's ingrained in me.
But see, that's the thing, right? That wouldn't it be cool? It's like if you happen to be right about the underdog, you would have gotten like 20-to-1 odds. If you bet 1, you would have gotten 20.
But ooh, tough bet to take, but not so much here because looks like chat might be right with Xander taking the first game. But still, Painshake got around, so.
Yeah, you got that one round that with the force block and everything, but yeah, unfortunately, if he can't win on a stage like this, I feel like you should definitely keep the stage, because there's one thing that I think Nightmare has over Cervantes, it's corner carry and ring up potential. So I feel like you would want to try and keep it small, especially if you're going to be aggressive, like it seems like he wants to be. But also, it doesn't really seem like he knows the places where and where not to tech, which is really causing him a lot of problems, because he's taking... Because if you don't know that kind of stuff, Cervantes, already with the amount of damage that he can do, does so much more.
You know, perhaps he should be careful about teching, or just maybe patience in order, because he did begin the round with just eating a tech trap from Cervantes.
Yeah.
It does have a very healthy life lead, though, so it may not matter. It could be just something to think about in the future, but... Oh, that's a knockdown for Xander.
Don't matter for... Oh, no.
Does not, does it?
Not going to punish 3Bs either. That's another piece of information for Exander to remember. So he ends up getting the comeback on that round. But as we saw, that healthy life lead was 1 combo and 2 pokes that were safe. So, you know...
I feel stupid, but...
So I guess the idea is that, unlike most matchups, you're not really using a lot... It doesn't really seem like Xander's using a lot of A6 in this matchup. I assume it gets armored, so I understand. But, interesting... Oh, boy. Well, there goes that bar. So I guess that's the way it is for that situation.
Yeah, I'll take that bet. Bar for a bar, essentially, in the round.
Nightmare with 1 bar already, yet again. So it looks like Exander is just slightly changing up his timing, because it seems like when he stays at mid-range, Painshake is very much not about it. He either wants to be fully away, or he wants to be right in Exander's face.
Yeah,
so he's kind of just allowing Painshake to kill himself at that point.
Absolutely. That a whole round was just hey, you know, I'm gonna let my opponent kill himself kind of round. Exander just kind of just forcing whiffs, just using his movement, just allowing Painshake to whiff, and Exander just punished every kind of whiff that Painshake went against Exander. Painshake is a little bit more careful now, but still gotta see more from Painshake.
Yeah, it's a little bit too late, but then also it's just a matter of, like, he's being patient, but it seems like a little bit misguided. Like, I'm not entirely sure what his game plan is. He's effectively just trying to run up and block. And I know that Parsec is a lot better than traditional online, but you're still going to have a lot of trouble trying to run up and block a lot of times.
Yeah, it could be a case of just, like, you know, not so much being patient, but, like, you're just holding guard for the sake of it. And, like, kind of a difference, right? Like, you know,
yes, exactly.
Holding guard is just kind of like, oh my god, like, I'm scared because, you know, don't really have a plan out of this. But being patient is, you know, like, yeah, using guard, but kind of looking for your opportunities, having a plan of what to do after guard, etc., etc.
When really at that point, you know, you can feel more comfortable as a Nightmare. You can feel more comfortable in the mid range than I think Painshake was letting on. He could have done stuff like, as opposed to running up and doing a grab, he could have run up and then gone back and tried to play a little bit of the spacing and neutral game to create whiffs out of Exander, as opposed to the other way around. Or just constantly chased Exander all the way to the ring edge, in which case, hey, he just gave you corner control just because you were patient. So, you know, how about that?
Yeah, and maybe kind of a middle ground between those 2 points would just kind of be like you know, try to at least touch your opponent, because there was just that unfortunate round where, yeah, Exander was just baiting, like, a lot of whiffs, and you know, that Nightmare Sword was just not touching, so, like, at a minimum, just, like, you know, try to get to a more comfortable range where, like, you can comfortably land those hits. If they get blocked, then, you know, you can deal with it. GI to steal your turn back, maybe try to get some kind of counter hit, or just respond with a guard. But
or
I just
frankly, you could play more defensively, because as you were talking about before, Cervantes' get-in tools are really not the most powerful thing in his kit. So you could also play the spacing out game, in which case it's probably best to change to a different stage.
Yep. And as we were talking about even before, Painshake is not someone we're familiar with in tournament settings. So if that is his first tournament, you know, God bless him. Hope he continues to enter more of these tournaments and like continue to improve, because I'm always a big fan of seeing new players get into the scene.
I can't say I'm the biggest fan of Nightmare, but I am interested to see him continue on with these kinds of things. And you might as well, considering that it's COVID. There's no real reason to. I don't know what else you've got going on.
Yeah, and like all these tournaments are just like free to enter, and crowd-funded pop bonuses. So making good thing of that situation.
It's really amazing. Like, who would have thought? Tournaments are free to enter, and like they raise more money than ever before. Seriously, it's like
that's actually
it's actually like wild.
So next up on screen, as soon as they get connected, Jonnitti and Mostro.
Ooh, NGEN, Jonnitti, that guy.
Yeah, that guy. Except
that guy.
The original Jonnitti and not the NGEN variant.
Ian, by the way, like I said, donations haven't stopped going off. I'm sure you're happy.
I'm so happy,
Yeah.
and I know that I have to catch up on the stretch goals.
I haven't even like called them out. This is coming in so much.
Jesus Christ! I'm
We
afraid
want
to
them in.
look.
Congrats, Aiden.
It's already at $367.
Fucking hell!
Yeah. Looks like they're ready. Let me switch over real quick.
I don't know if that's really like the main reaction that you want.
Mostro's on P1.
I got you, brother.
Hey, congratulations, we raised a lot of money. Fucking shit. Alright, well.
I'm sorry.
Alright, so Nitty and Mostro, definitely seen both of these players. Well, I've seen Nitty for years upon years, but Mostro I only started seeing during the COVID days. Both of these guys play pretty nutty with their characters, and arguably it's kind of difficult to say which one is better. Probably still Yoshi, I would think, but if you want to disagree with me on that, that's totally fine.
No, yeah, just quickly on, kind of knee-jerk reaction is, Zasamel's thing is, he hooks you in close, which is good against like Ivy and Nightmare to, kind of deny their zoning and kind of get them into more uncomfortable range. But that range is like where like Yoshi is kind of comfortable with, being up close and personal, using that 10-frame A and fast options. But like you can't deny that just like the damage output and the ability for Zasalamel to just kind of like control space and just punish you mercilessly for just kind of like trying to move at like unsafe times.
Hey Hwang, do you think, and I'm asking Ian and Arturo at the same time, do you think that we should do the thing where like the second we find out who the matchup is going to be, these commentators to predict who it's going to be like before like the betting goes on?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, you guys can do it. Also, if you know whoever's playing, just call it out so I can update it. You don't have to commentate it.
Yeah, I feel like that might be fun.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I have no idea who would win this. I'm gonna bet on Nitty because, just in my experience playing against both these people, Nitty's style is harder to get a grasp on right off the bat than Mostro's is, but both of them can be tough to figure out.
Yeah, I consider John a friend, so like my heart is like with him, but like Shadow Texas, dog. they're the up and comers.
And I will say, both these people, both these characters did have their ring outs nerfed in the latest patch, but I would say that Yoshi's is significantly better now when both of them are nerfed. I'm looking at. I really appreciate the fact that as commentators we can see each other's cameras because we get to see our reactions to the most ridiculous stuff as the other one is talking.
Which simulates the offline experience of sitting right next to each other.
Yeah, exactly. Where you get to see like those situations of like you're in the middle of commentating and just like, oh Jesus! Oh my god!
Or like I get so excited when I'm just like hitting you on the shoulder. Like,
yeah, man, that combo was what happened?
Beardly here just donated $100.
Oh, God damn it, Beardly!
Like, God damn it! Like, it's almost at $500, Ian. It's actually almost at $500. It's actually insane.
So just to make sure I understand, Ian, we're supposed to be upset or?
No, like, listen, I'm upset because I figured I would have more time to be able to like
do shit,
fulfill the stretch goals that I put in. But yeah, I will. I'll have to.
I don't see. Yeah.
I'll react for you, Ian.
That one Mostro combo was so strong, you'd almost think that Ian just heard about another donation.
Oh god.
Feels that devastating.
Yeah. Mostro seems to be doing great.
Yo, and also, I haven't even tweeted out this tournament yet. I'm about to now.
Please do it.
Yeah, I'm about to right now. Wow.
That's one of the great things about pre-advertising, because it's not like a weekly kind of thing. So it's like a special event, and we've been talking about it.
We've been pushing it for weeks.
Yeah, I've been running trailers
across all the FGC, not just Calibur. I've been pushing it at NLBC. A lot of the other events I've been doing, I'm saying, hey, check this out.
And we got almost 50 people, right? Or over 50 people.
Yeah. Really healthy. I'm glad to see it. Hopefully Namco blesses y'all with a better netcode soon. That's all I can say. I mean, like, you know, don't hold your breath, but don't hold your breath. Yeah. But yeah.
We SoulCalibur people do not hold our breaths when this kind of thing is going on.
It's okay. It's still the best it's ever been, though, right now. Oh my god. And just like when I say that, the only Vibulo donates $50 in cash. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much.
Christ.
God!
$519. God damn it.
You people are killing me with your kindness.
Yeah. This is gonna be my reaction every time we hear about a big donation.
Jesus.
Barely hear $100. Man, fuck you, dude.
Yeah, right?
Like, barely hear basically the entirety of the support that the SoulCalibur community has had for a long time when it comes to donations. Omega, do you remember when we were the first community game to hit the goals that we needed to for like Big E's Summer Jam tournament? Yep. And like, so everybody, like a huge group of people got plaques. And I remember Big E coming up to after the top 8 was over and everything, being like, all right, guys, SoulCalibur hit their goal, like the fastest of any game, thanks to all the supporters and everything. And I just went to all the other people in top 8 and was like, yeah, what he actually means is thank you for being here, because he basically did the entire thing himself. So that's how it is.
With like, Big E has a wallet, it's like, here you go.
Yeah, exactly. Really here loves doing that kind of thing. Oh, if only he had committed to that A+B.
Yeah. That's almost like a common thing is like Zasalamel players do, because like, you know, it's kind of a...
I understand.
Yeah.
It's scary.
And I feel like, yeah, every Zasalamel player, you know, experienced that like at least like a dozen times.
That was a really good back grab and everything, but I also feel like surely in Soul Charge there was something stronger that he could have done as a punish. I guess it's probably not going to matter, because definitely on this stage, as we were talking about before, I would say that Yoshi's ring outs are significantly stronger than Zasa's, especially with the fact that, you know, I think the small walls do affect it to at least a certain degree, and he doesn't have a straight up 50-50 grab mix-up anymore for ring outs. Oh, and that's...
Oh, panic for both players.
So much panic. A+B.
So much panic, he ducked the A+B, but close it out with that big hitbox on the Zasalamel 2A. Looked like it was Mostro's game for the most part, but Jonnitti just kind of steals the round and takes it to a game 3, so... Oh boy, oh boy.
Oh boy.
Alright, so we're going to 1-1 now. Come to think of it, it's a bit interesting to me that Nitty decided to keep the stage when he lost the first game. I would think that he would want to try for... I feel like there's plenty of other stages that he could have gotten that could have been potentially better.
Yeah, I mean, maybe because, like, it could be at the point where he's afraid to, like, roll into something even worse, like a Yoshi's Island kind of stage.
I guess that's true. But arguably, Yoshi's Island isn't that bad for Zas.
Well, that's true, yeah, because, you know, the fewer low walls than this ring here.
And also, those low walls never make any sense. They don't actually act like low walls, so... I don't know.
I hate when like the little like candle kind of has as a
oh yeah, where it turns into a wall except it totally wasn't before. Yeah. Alright, he's got his 2 curses. First round half-life, but already in the red. That's gonna be a big deal. But apparently we've got Med K. 3 times in a row.
A guard break Zasalamel, is this typical?
Round
1.
No, not really. I can't say that he's not the first, second, third, or fourth character that comes to my mind when I think about big guard crush like capabilities.
And if this is like a proactive game plan coming in mind from Jonnitti, then definitely props to him and see if he can get like the results he wants.
Yeah, unfortunately, it seems like Mostro was able to do a little bit of weirdness to enough of a degree that Nitty wasn't entirely sure what to do. So he ended up losing the first round, going to potentially lose the second one too. And also, I would say that Nitty is not using his meter anywhere near as well as Mostro is using his.
Oh, okay. Mostro saw that CE coming, but it's going to be a guard break, so...
Oh, you do get a...
Heavy scaling, though, but gets get a knockdown, so just a throw will close it out, and there it is.
That combo is literally a BB's worth of damage. For that lethal hit that I'm normally expecting to do Half-Life.
Hey man, so that... Yeah.
I was wondering how you're gonna spin that.
And I was trying to, like, damn, but, you know, because he was going for that, like, that auto GI CE, so it was like, okay, so I expected auto GI, I didn't get the auto GI, so I'll just take the guard break instead, kind of thing.
Man, it's just been not able to guess correctly. I kind of wish they had spent bar earlier, because there was a point where Nitty had a full bar and Mostro had none. So I feel like in those kinds of situations, I'm a big proponent of aggressive soul charges to try and get away from stuff. Nice job jumping the 2-1-4A. If he doesn't feel like he's going to be able to block it in time for one reason or another, it's definitely the way to go.
Oh, that's a splat. So advantage to Jonnitti right here. But nice roll from Mostro. Oh man, this is looking bad for John.
Yeah, you might as well. Oh my god, that clash in the second one didn't hit. Nitty is not going to be happy about this. Gonna have to deal with the Yoshi soul charge. Okay, there you go.
Still fighting.
Still fighting.
Okay, good luck. Yes, there it is. Oh, God.
See, this is the thing, right? Now Nitty's not going to have any bar at all for the last round. And Mostro's going to definitely have 1, if not 2, by the end of it. And you're talking about a character that has fantastic meter management with a ton of... Like, he's not even going to have to go into soul attack or soul charge just in general. He could just use it all on Brave Edges.
Yeah, absolutely. So it'll be a monumental task for Jonnitti to go for this. Getting this round win from Mostro and therefore taking the set. But Mostro in good ring position, getting the knockdown Half-Life already. And that's a soul charge, very aggressive like you said, just aggressive soul charge right here. Johnny's got to stay patient. But not too patient because he's getting chipped out, he's going to be 50-50s, but...
Oh my god, that's it. Isn't it? Yeah. He's never right on anything.
Yeah, with enough foresight, he probably could have considered like just kind of like rolling at that last moment, so he doesn't have to deal with the full damage of the Soul Charge Dragonfly K combo. But that's just like a bad situation just to be in overall. So
yeah, I feel like props to Mostro for figuring out that Nitty was just going to try to block it out the entire time, because he could have gone for the AA Brave Edge for like the 3rd time in a row, but instead actually went for like just the full-blown mix at that point. I guess at that point Mostro wasn't really considering the idea that Nitty could have potentially thrown in a 3AB to try and get out of that situation. Perhaps he didn't feel like it was going to be all that scary, just due to the fact that he would have been in the air by the time the 3A had hit, so you're not going to get like the full typical combo and stuff. But really close match, about as close as it can get.
Yeah, and you called it, like that meter advantage was definitely a big deal. Like Mostro just like, you know, let their Soul Charge rip, had no Zasalamel CE to be afraid of at all. And he just let all his mix-ups just rip. You know, all the 50-50s, OP, get good ring position. Nothing to be afraid of with a Zasalamel that's you know, empty on the tank.
Trying to check this bracket to see what else has been going on in the first round.
Yeah, just let me know. Just let me know who's up next. By the way, like we're almost at $600. Like you guys have been crazy. Ian hasn't even had a chance to catch up to his donations. So it's definitely going to be a lot higher than this. You guys have gone... I haven't even said shit. You guys are going crazy. Wow. And Plum Duddle, $30, $600. What is going on?
Guys, you really need to stop.
Yeah, like, you guys donating so much damn money.
If you keep going, Sabindeus is going to have a heart attack.
Yeah, he's going to have a heart attack.
Just out of frustration.
Yeah, I know, right?
I honestly don't know what to say, and I wish I could say more things, but I'm like trying to have a good lineup of matches for you all the while.
I'm gonna vote for thank you. That would be my
Thank
vote.
you, everyone, for your kind donations. I love you all.
Who's up on the main?
All right, so next on main is going to be Dime FLSC versus Omen.
Okay.
Omen is on the right.
So Omen, I'm forgetting who he played before, but I believe he plays Haomaru now.
He was Siegfried then Hilde.
Oh, okay. So maybe he'll go Hilde instead.
He is a Hilde main now, yeah.
Okay. Dime, on the other hand, almost undoubtedly going to be going Voldo. Pretty good choice if what you want to do is creep your opponent out or make him feel like he doesn't know what's going on, because as far as I know, there's no Voldo players in the NLBC area. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, I haven't seen any.
Yeah, safe bet. So no Voldo players in the New York area. So two names I'm very familiar with, and this is a matchup which I'm gonna say has never happened in a tournament setting. Somebody's correct me if I'm wrong.
Hwang, we have to do predictions. Who do you think?
Oh yeah, let me do predictions.
Omen.
I'm gonna go with Dime on this one.
Yeah, just,
I'm gonna go with the experience because he played us.
Who won the last match, by the way? Mostro and Jonnitti.
Mostro won.
Okay, cool. Oh wow, so everybody's bets got bodied.
Yeah.
Bodied.
Oh yeah, we both said Nitty, didn't we?
Yeah, you picked Nitty.
Ooh man, somebody paid us some channel points to try and swing the vote.
Wait, no, I said shout out Texas. That counts.
Oh, that's a good point. You did say Shadow Texas, which might have been the code word. So who can say? Oh my god. What? Alright,
Okay.
fine, Omen. Maybe I should shut up.
Get your bets in, guys. Thank you to Breezy for the subscription, by the way.
I still think it's going to be Dime. I assume that as a commentator, I'm not allowed to take part in the betting, much like a moderator.
Oh,
I
so
could swing the vote.
you can. As long as you're not a mod, like, if you're not a mod, you can bet. It's all
Still,
good.
morally, I feel like it's morally objectionable. I couldn't, in good conscience, do something
all
like
good.
that.
It's interesting to see like what the chat thinks, though. You know, of course, the chat. Well, actually, it's pretty even now. Omen. Wow. Okay, it's pretty even.
Yeah, if you don't know what's going on with Voldo, it's going to be a pretty rough go about it, but traditionally speaking, people consider Voldo to be one of the worst characters in this game. Meanwhile, Hilde was already a pretty good character, and from what I understand, got strictly better. I didn't pay attention to the buffs all that much because I didn't know anything about the character anyway. What happened?
This is like the worst possible thing to happen during a Parsec tournament, but... Shit.
It did happen, that's true.
Sorry to Manta and Omen. We got, yeah, okay.
Oh, something
I'm
happened?
sorry about those guys. Yeah, so I tried to get the appropriate people in, but okay, so the main thing that needs to happen is that people need to pay attention to Discord. Have it open on your phone, have it open on a second monitor, do whatever you need to do. So what ended up happening was that the wrong people connected to the Parsec station. So, sorry to both of you, all three of you. We're going to have to boot you out, start over.
Well, it was relatively even anyway, so probably not that big of a deal.
Well, I mean, we're invalidating the entire match because these are the wrong competitors.
Is that why I said Manta? Is Manta supposed to be the right competitor?
Who can say?
So I'm going to wait for them to...
So it's not going to be Dime versus Omen. It's going to be somebody else.
No, it's going to be Omen versus Dime.
Oh, so that's what we're waiting for. Okay. Okay, understood. So in the meantime, you know, that gives me some time to thank you guys all for your all your donations, because you guys have been going absolutely bonkers. I'm sure Ian is losing his mind being admin right now, but you guys are killing it. Like, not sure what else to say. Like, you guys are going absolutely crazy. Like, promo code DXE for a free 50-cent donations to the prize pool. You know, as always, you know, with this event, you know, everything's going to the players, 100% to the players. So make sure you use that code DXE. You can check out the marketplace if you want an item. You can check out the sponsor quest if you want to donate more free via Rig Gaming, G Fuel Energy, Twitch quests, Twitter quests, YouTube quests. We definitely hit all the stretch goals. So Ian will get his donations in as soon as he has a moment. And seriously, thank you guys so much. 630. Holy, who donated 30? We a booty too?
Welcome to the stage of history.
Damn.
He was one of your recent followers / subs. I forget which one.
Yeah. I'm so floored today. Your guys' support has been overwhelmingly amazing.
Okay.
So this is the real match? So this is the real match now?
Dime is in P1, Omen is in P2. You got the names right. Yes, this is going to be the real match. I double-checked. And by double-checked, I mean single-checked, but I verified that these are the competitors. I am sorry about that, everyone. We all got confused because they play the same character, which really is...
So we were seeing Manta before. That's what happened.
Funny, I don't normally see him. I don't know. I guess I.
Oh wait,
I feel like I would have figured it out.
So I'm gonna cancel everybody's predictions since I'm gonna return those points. We're gonna do it again. Don't worry, guys. I got you.
Still going with Dime.
All right. So
I'm
Dime versus Omen. We're gonna do it again.
Omen has a bit of an advantage now because he got to play around with a Voldo for a little while.
Okay. So now the bets are up. Don't worry. I take your channel points very seriously over here at NYC Furby. Don't worry. Very serious.
Yeah.
Yo, but eventually the channel points are gonna mean something. Twitch has announced that you can use channel points to put yourself on front page. That'd be sick. Yeah. So I mean, I'm sure it's gonna be like a virtual economy. That's why they're doing all this now. They probably have to have something in place where the channel points are gonna really mean something.
Yeah. That's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably gonna cost
a lot.
10 trillion points.
I think it depends. I think it depends on the size of your channel. So my channel compared to all the partner channels is like a medium size at best. It's not large, but it's not small. So it probably costs way less than some of the big dogs. It scales up apparently.
Well, I guess that's interesting. A lot of new Twitch kind of things that I'm seeing lately.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see if it's going to be a situation where the quote-unquote rich get richer, or if
That's
it's
always the
actually gonna
case,
help out the
unfortunately.
other guy. Yeah,
I can say
that's the way it is always.
Yeah.
That's the way it is with everything.
Exactly. It's like you think I'm in there, but I'm still Twitch poor compared to the real Twitch. So the real rich on Twitch. You know what I'm talking about, stream.
Yeah. Shout out to Pokemon.
Yeah, basically.
Now, with this matchup, that just kind of I always have kind of a soft spot for the the underdog. But it's not very clear who that person is in this match. So that's what makes this matchup really interesting for me.
Yeah, it's pretty tough to say. If I was wrong about Dime winning this, I wouldn't be all that surprised. And it's not just the players that are a little bit hard to grasp. It's also just the characters. I have no idea what either of these characters do. And I don't know. And so them has more experience and practice over the other in terms of the characters, then that guy's going to get a huge advantage.
And in this case, I'm more worried about Omen's Voldo knowledge than I am of Dime knowing his Voldo knowledge, just because okay, well he knows that head towards first and Mantis Crawl is the deadly one where you kind of have to consider the low block there.
Well, that's not the case anymore, right? Because they removed that lethal hit.
They moved little hit, but you still get that knockdown low.
Sure. Wow.
Yeah.
Wall Rising B into Wall Rising B. Ooh, if he had gotten up for that, he would have gotten.
Yo, thank you to Quick251, $50 in cash. We're almost at $700. We're almost at $700.
Almost at $700.
Yeah.
Dime almost on his first game.
This is definitely a major.
Yeah. It kind of is, to be honest.
Yeah.
And it's kind of crazy if you think about the fact that we had the, oh, I forget what the title was, Boom's thing earlier today. Queens of the Ring? Something like that?
Yeah, Shasta Boom.
Yeah, and he had a match arena going on that I think did pretty well as well.
Who won?
So, I believe that was In Denial.
Nice.
Cast player, I believe. Indy.
My bet was on Yoki, but New York.
That would have probably been my bet too, either Yoki or Apple Boom.
Yeah, that's what I would thought.
But yeah, Big shout out to Indy, and thanks to everyone that supported that event.
Chat's saying Ian's gonna be mad if any more donations come in.
Yeah, dude. I don't.
Triggered, right?
I just assumed that
Damn
the
it.
entire time he's been sitting there just livid. All right, guys, we're adding in extra donation goals because apparently you guys won't shut the fuck up.
Oh, that tech trap, dude.
Dude, Diamond's going off right now, throwing in stuff that I've never seen before. Alright, he did the little unblockable fake just to make sure that Omen at least knew that that was a high. But yeah, Omen having a real tough time understanding how to deal with all this Mantis stuff.
Did not know that it can tech trap.
Yeah.
I always known that it was like, you know, it's like the anti-2A, you can get that lethal hit.
Right.
Jesus, a tech trap. Awesome.
Meanwhile, looks like Dime already is aware at least of like the minor tech traps that Omen and Hilde have. So that's going to be kind of bad news. But Omen has a little bit of time. He has to not just immediately die to the soul charge. That's the important thing.
Oh.
Whoa, he tried to do like the little jump kick break attack.
That's a lot of break.
Not that much guard damage as far as I know though. Now the question is not just like how to beat some of like the little janky stuff that Dime would be doing, but also trying to exploit the weaknesses that Voldo has as a character, right? Because his block punishment is about as bad as it gets. So if you can come up with stuff that is relatively advantageous or would normally be considered minorly risky, but because Voldo doesn't really have the block punishment to support like punishing a -12 to a crazy degree, you can kind of exploit those kinds of weaknesses a lot.
Yeah, perhaps you can kind of like expand your Hilde moveset a little bit. Just to consider the fact that like yeah, your war will be big, but like the war that Voldo's gonna get is gonna be pretty minuscule.
Especially if he has something that puts him in crouch. But man, in the entire time that no, that's not gonna hit. Goes half screen, but it was still further away than that.
Yeah, it's
Make it Anders.
I think
2 bars to 1. Omen, in the amount of time it took me to explain that whole thing, was able to bring it all the way back.
okay. Not gonna deal with this Mantis Scroll, just full charge that.
I agree with it. Yeah, it was a good idea.
Ooh, he's getting so much damage on the wake up and the soul charge.
I think that GI was supposed to be an RI, but I might be wrong. He's dead to a CE. He's dead to even less than that, actually.
Yeah, even a throw would do it. Oh no, it was way too
Yeah, we're
easy
not
for that.
gonna have that strong of a punish though. It could have been better than that. Voldo's not that bad at it, but still.
Oh, Omen, it's just the tip of his fingers, but the lucky ducky reversal edge.
Hey!
That's your thing.
Yeah! How dare you?
I had to.
You didn't have to do anything. Don't pretend like you were forced. Or you had a gun to your head. Other than decide to keep with this stage, it's a relatively neutral stage. We haven't actually seen neither the wall nor the ring outs really come into play. Already with the Sword Regalia.
Yeah, like, Dime has the tricks, you know, he's got the traps, but, you know, what saving Omen is, you know, his, like, good movement, and it's just, like, his whip punish, and his whip punish is just such big damage, where it's, like, it just feels, you know, such a climb to try to come back from, like, any of these combos.
Tricks and traps, my favorite Doom level. Doom 2.
And, my favorite rock band.
Oh, I don't know them.
Yeah, you know,
Listen, we'll talk about it later. You can tell me all about it. But for right now, it looks like Omen is trying to make the comeback from the first game being kind of a wash. It looks like it just took him a little while to kind of figure out what he was planning on. It seems like he's gotten a little bit more comfortable at certain ranges where he feels like Voldo can't really compete. Either that or Dyna's flubbing it.
I must say that, like, you know, after this patch and, you know, a lot of the improvements that went to Hilde in the last couple patches, like, you know, when I hear people say Hilde's definitely a top 5 character, I'll admit I'm one of the players I'm just like, I'm not sure, but, you know, Omen is kind of making a case for me at the moment. Like, really, really big damage and just, you know, having, you know, some of the best moves in the game, just like that charged 5A, I think it is.
So I just want to mention, Dime won that round basically on Blindstand's BB and AA alone, and I think that's funny.
As I was trying to talk up Hilde, so...
Yeah. I mean, that's what always happens, right?
Yeah.
We've been through that over and over again. Definitely trying to use those buffs that Voldo did get this past match. Oh, decides to put himself on the ground, which would be good against other characters, but not really good against Hilde.
Yeah, not this version of Hilde anyway, we can actually hit you on the ground.
Yeah.
Whoa,
No.
I have no idea how this interacts.
Oh, okay. He didn't get all the way down. I would assume that would have whipped.
Yeah, maybe
But-
a couple frames later.
Yeah.
But his like ass was still like hanging out there.
Yeah, you can't have that.
Yeah.
Although Dime on the verge, he has another bar if he wants to spend it.
Oh
Yeah,
my
okay.
god.
I was
Good
right.
match. Yeah,
Oh
Omen.
my god. You know what we
Points.
should do? Kwang, you know what we should do?
What should we do?
So whenever I'm a commentator on any of these like streams, right? Before the tournament happens, I'm sure the players won't mind, but we'll delay the tournament so that I can have my own segment about my overall predictions for the matches. Wouldn't that be fun?
It'll be fun
Ooh,
for me, but
Hwang.
you sure the players won't mind?
I think it should be the commentators just in general.
I would love that.
Yeah,
I would love that.
commentator predictions.
Yeah, it just kind of had that kind of like the sports thing, which is kind of the like the speed match.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, hey guys, usual question. Who won? What was the score?
Dime won 2-1.
Thank you.
That body, everybody's best. Ian, we're at 700, by the way.
Well, you know what, man? Like,
It's going
Omen's
great.
a New York player, so you know.
Ian,
Yeah.
with all due respect, you
The
really
chat.
have to change your initial reaction to this kind of stuff.
I can't help it.
I think you can. I think if you put your mind to it, you can do anything.
Welcome to
I don't
the
know about
stage of
that.
history.
The chat just betting for who they know. It's okay. So it's all right. It's just fun to see. Just want to see it stream. This,
Oh, they didn't know Dime. Dime is
They ain't no Dime.
Dime was an SE5.
you know,
yeah.
chat knows who they know from SC6.
Yeah, Diamond's
Yeah.
one of the Voldo players.
Dime, CEO champion in SE5, I think. I believe that was like the first tournament that Party Wolf ever went to, and he looked a little bit nervous. Now, I have no idea who this Oz player is, but I'm going to look in my mind's eye, and I'm going to say that the Hwang is a Florida man.
Yeah, stream. We do not know who the players are, but in the meantime, I'm gonna shout out the people. The last couple of donations. Just, you know, give the commentators a break. Shout out to CrazyJ, $17.11. Shout out to Quick251, $50. Shout out to everybody using the promo codes or sponsor quest. Shout out to WeeBooty2, $30. Plum Duddle, $30. Soulish JBJ, $50. Happy Toki with the code. The One Evil Buho, $50. Beardly Here, $100. RTS Rangel, $30. Scarlet Phoenix, $10. Symbol, 321, $10. The Happy Color, $15. Shadow TX Gaming, $100. Dadowin, $13, $20. Charles Plain, $16. Alchemist, $20.50. Painshake, $25. Of course, Ian, you know, with this $100. So, you know, that's everybody who donated real money so far. You know, shouts to y'all. Y'all be killing it today. Top 5 donors. Ian, Beardly Here, Shadow TX Gaming, The One Evil Buho, and Soulish JBJ. You guys are killing it. Like, I definitely think $1,000 is within reach. If you want to help us out, use the promo code DXC. You'll donate 50 cents for free. Go ham on those free donations, and make sure you check out all the special sponsor quests from G Fuel Energy and Rig Gaming, who are powering Deuce EX Caelo today, by the way. Sorry if I pronounced it wrong, Ian.
Every time
Caelo.
you say it that way, I
Caelo,
just
Caelo.
giggle. Caelo with a hard C.
Caelo.
Caelo. That, ladies and gentlemen out there in the stream, when I was a wee child, I studied Latin, and I got really nerdy about it, and that has sort of followed me. So the title of the tournament is Deus Ex Caelo, God from the Heavens, and as you can see, we are playing in the clouds. So
Wait, you know Latin?
no, in the like. I can, you know, get a dictionary and translate classics maybe, so if I remember.
Hey, Teo Meo Pio? Hey, Deo Justo?
Yep.
Hey, Deo Chico?
I recognize like 5 of the words you said, and
Enthusiasm
most of the now you're fucking with me. Some of those words were legit.
Where's some of those words? All of those words were legit.
Yeah, but not like the sentences that you tried to make.
Nah, you're just trying to come up with ways to like slap me down. But you know what? I'm in too good of a mood to get beat because I don't have to worry about donations, which are apparently a problem.
Yeah. So like, we're about to go into the next round of the tournament, and this might be a good chance, for you to do the thing that you were telling me about.
Okay. Cool. Give me a sec.
Do a little bit of a transition. You know, take a little bit of a break. Give our commentators a chance to breathe.
Yeah, breathe. Yeah, I'm breathing, guys. I'm gonna get some sponsor roles ready for y'all. You know what it is, stream.
Here. Resolve. You're mine. My soul burns with purpose. Fly. You're mine. Come by. Burn. Know the start again anew. What's your
Trying to channel switch, guys. Looks like everybody's waiting. Oh, here we
Yeah,
go.
like I said, this is the time to do your interest.
Oh, never mind. Still got one more match.
Yeah, we're gonna not have any more soon since we're trying.
Yeah, I know. Exactly. It's time to load the sponsor ads. I'll do it. Second.
Okay.
I'm doing it now.
Actually, if you're still loading it up, we can continue calling some screen matches. Give Terry a lot of time. And,
Yeah. Time.
I thought you had it ready to go.
Nah, I didn't.
Okay, so let's
It's ready to
do
go
this
now.
later. Okay, so never mind. Let's do that, and then I will do some transitions, and we will pick up after that.
All right, cool. Out this round. This round. Oh yeah, I'm muted. Oh, sorry. Yo, what's up, guys? Sorry, I was muted. Ian tweeted me.
Can you take a peek at text chat?
Sure. Which one, Twitter or here?
Discord.
All right. Okay, gotcha. Understood.
Yeah. So actually, I think we should be good to get started again. If we have our commentators. Can you switch?
Yeah, I just gotta switch their position, so give me a second.
All right. We'll wait on that.
Oh yeah, it's all out of whack now. Alright guys, got everything and we're back live. Alright guys, so what's good once again? We're joined by JJJ and Zubaz. Yo, you're looking esports as fuck, Zubaz. That blue Yeti in full view.
This isn't a blue Yeti. I upgraded a little bit from blue Yeti.
Good. Good idea.
Yeah. It's the red Yeti.
Yeah, it's the red Yeti.
How you doing, man? Good to see you again. I've taken a break for a while.
It's good to be back. Very excited to be part of this event. I've been doing really well. Have some cool things going on in life, but it's nice to be back here doing this event. This is something that's been in the works for a long time. And Jay, I'm very excited to be doing it with you as always. We always do a good job. So hope people at home are ready for a fun time. It's gonna be a great rest of the tournament.
I gotta say, there's definitely a very interesting dichotomy going on when it comes to the cameras, where it's like you've got like a cool temperature going on, and I've got like a warm temperature going on.
Yeah,
you have no hair on your face. I have all of the hair on my face.
Yeah,
you know, we're both wearing glasses. I guess that's different.
But like, I'm funny, you're not.
Awkward silence.
Alright, well that's been Zubaz, I guess.
Have a good night, everybody.
Press some buttons if y'all having a good time stream. SoulCalibur 6, Cloud Parsec, US, open to all the US. Let's go, guys. Zubaz, JJJ.
I should mention, we have a new additional thing for this tournament that we have. Is that because of these predictions that they're able to do before like the matches, or like as the matches are first getting going, we are going to give our predictions as commentators right off the bat. Like the second we find out who the players are, that's what's going to happen.
All right, cool. I'm down.
Yeah.
So speaking of, we have on main stream SaiyneSC versus Signia.
Oh, okay.
Ooh. Okay. That's a hard one to give our vote on right away. I'm gonna have to go with Saiyne. Saiyne's been on a tear recently, rocking it with that Setsuka. I'm really excited to see what he brings to the table.
All right.
I'm gonna have to agree and go with Saiyne as well. Honestly, the first thing that I'm thinking of is which server is being used. It's the Iowa server,
I think
right?
it's Iowa. Ooh, we got Ivy. We don't have the Setsuka. Maybe
Yeah,
this
is what I suspect.
Oh, sorry.
It makes
Saiyne
sense.
versus who?
Saiyne versus
Signia.
Who? Sorry.
Signia.
Oh, Signia.
Signia.
Thank you. You guys all talk at the same time. So.
Yeah. This is chaos, everyone. Haha.
Yeah.
I'm okay. I'm not totally going to die after this.
Oh,
Haha.
yes.
Yeah.
I should also mention that before you showed up, we also have gotten a ton of donations, and
Sweet.
Ian is really upset about that.
He's upset about all the money.
Literally every single time that we told him how much we raised, he's just like, God damn it. He's like throwing stuff at the walls.
Yeah, of course. As one is wanting to do when people are, supporting your event. So we got
The last time Arturo...
Jay, look at the screen.
Oh, okay.
We have Hwang versus Ivy.
So
I did not expect to see this.
I have a little bit of experience in playing Hwang. I am the highest ranked Hwang on PC, so that means something, I guess.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting because Hwang doesn't really have much frame advantage to push. He's definitely got good at close range, having amazing lows and everything as well with things like 1B, but not being able to push frame advantage on hits definitely going to be something that's kind of hard versus Ivy.
To be honest, for the most part, I don't even consider him to be that strong of a close-range character as much as he's a mid-range character, in which case, good mid-range characters, in my opinion, don't really do well against Ivy. It is a tough kind of thing. 1B is a very good move, but it basically just resets neutral entirely, and Ivy doesn't even play that game. Ivy just decides to take neutral and just back up the entire time. But now that being said, he was able to spend virtually no talismans and win that first round blisteringly quick.
Exactly, and obviously the talismans, when he has negative ones, that does hurt him in going into the next round, but able to keep that at an advantage.
Yeah, it's important to note that you don't even need negative talismans in order for it to hurt you. You actually start losing life at 2 talismans, which is a little bit like, really? Like, that seems...
That's a bit much.
Yeah, and if you get really low, then it starts taking your meter down as well, which is really the reason why you have the -9 gang versus... Wow,
did you see that call out? Did you see that call out?
Yeah,
he
that was pretty
while
good.
he was going on, he was like, nah, hold this, A+C lethal hit, ready to go.
This is the other thing that I was talking to Omega about, is that it's really cool to see the cameras of the commentators, because you can tell when one of them is having a gigantic reaction to something that's going on, while the other one's talking.
Yeah, of course, people at home can't see us right now, but it's alright. Look at Saiyne.
I
He
like
has
being able to see it,
amazing control of the soul charge, but Signia not gonna have him let any of that happen. He's run up right in his face.
Clearly having an issue with understanding what it is that Hwang does. Can't really blame him, he's only been out for like a few minutes. But, oh, and he's even mashing in places that's giving him additional combos and stuff. This is the first time we've seen Signia even in yellow light, let alone potentially gonna lose the round.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
A lot of damage here, and that's going to get the kill. Yeah, one of the things that Hwang is good at is definitely has a lot of strings that you have to keep in mind. And that's not what he wanted. That's...
I don't know.
know.
What that could have been. That did not seem like the appropriate place for anything.
Yeah, I don't know why you would spend meter immediately off the round start like that.
Maybe he tried to do something Aura related. Aura inputs are A+K, but even then, very, very odd. That's going to be a low, but you can actually mash out of that situation if you end up blocking the 6AA. Ooh, doesn't know about the GI too. Yeah, there's a lot of different situations. I won't get into the minutia of it, but we have bar for bar.
Yep. Oh, nice duck on the high gun. There's the meter spend that time, and that's going to secure him game number 1.
Also important to note, seeing as that, okay, it's a CE that does very low damage, so I'm always not 100% sure if it's
I mean, it
going to
does
kill or not.
75. You get a low life bonus on top there. I'm
Yeah.
confident, Jay. I'm back, and I'm confident.
Ooh, but you were confident about Saiyne winning this as well, and both of us said that, but it doesn't seem like...
But I was confident in Saiyne Setsuka winning this, right? He's got that ready to go. Oh,
See,
we're going back into it. All right, never mind.
Don't try to get in my face about this. I heard your voice get really high there. I know that you're being disingenuous.
Well, okay, you know, just because I changed my inflection doesn't mean I have to change my opinion, Jay.
You know what, Subas, that's a good point.
Yeah.
And let's never forget that.
Yeah, really deep. Let's go back deep into this match. Saiyne looking to take this round. That's a nice combo. Gonna get decent Oki situation here.
Almost as good as that transition, but yeah, definitely going to have a lot of strong ring out potentiality. Trying to eliminate... I mean, Hwang already has 4 talismans, so there's a pretty good chance that he's gonna... Oh, man, he didn't commit to the 6A. What? That was counter hit. He was delayed on it.
Yeah,
that should have run out. Oh my god.
Oh, and that's going to be the round.
4 talismans like that.
Yep, and didn't get anything off of it. Oh, there's a headache. Yep, losing that life.
But yeah, it's a real shame because there were at least one time where he could have gotten a ring on. I'm almost fully convinced about that because he got the 6-6A counter hit, which is probably one of Hwang's strongest tools, especially when it comes to dealing with more shorter range characters, because it basically resets neutral yet again, like we were talking about, but then also just a massive amount of damage, pretty expensive on the talisman side, but you know, that being said, he's going for the auto GI significantly a lot more often. Okay.
It is. Oh, nice. Gets the lock, but doesn't get the full combo conversion. Has to spend the meter here, trying to keep his turn back.
So it's important to note that you're seeing Signia go for 6's KK quite a lot. 1, because it's a tech jump, so it has a little bit of evasion involved in it. 2, because he can combo into the CE and potentially get his talismans back.
But no backstep available. That 6B from Ivy has so much range, but you can do the hold version. It's that second hit as well.
See, that's the thing, right? Is that there's so many things that Hwang has that reset neutral into like this mid-rangey kind of thing. Great against a character like Setsuka, but pretty poor when it comes to trying to beat Ivy with it. Okay.
Yep, and run up. Calamity Symphony is going to do a ton of damage. Has the mix-up afterwards as well.
The old vintage Oki crouch guard for a while and then sidestep, but it gets in the game in pretty quick fashion. So are we going to see the change? I feel like we should.
Seeing some kind of stage change. Yeah. All right, I like that Saiyne though. You know, he faked out the grab attempt, then went for the untackable one shortly after with Summon Suffering. You can't tech it. You have to duck that one.
God, I mean, I know Signia wants to. Is just considering like, hey, tournament experience. It'll be fun to play Hwang and everything like that. But as a matchup, just overall in my personal experience, I do not think this is easy for Hwang to deal with. It really goes counter to his strengths.
Yeah, Saiyne's definitely been having a lot of freedom of movement. You know, not a lot of horizontal, like that mid-range pressure. Maybe it seemed a weakness of Hwang, but he's kind of just trying to force like these more up-close mix-ups.
Here we go.
Yeah, there we go. Got that horizontal. He's got 2 run counters, back by 3 run counters.
He's doing it so delayed. See, this is the thing. You were talking about how he doesn't really have a lot of plus rings, right? But the thing that I really love about that is the fact that it makes people feel like they should always be moving and always be pressing. And I actually, as a player, enjoy that kind of reverse mix-up. And it's something that Signia could potentially be trying to capitalize on as well.
Yep, coming with that 1B, such a fast, great low. Pretty much resets neutral on hit.
Does he know that's -12? He doesn't.
Now that lack of knowledge. Yeah, that new character lack of knowledge matchup.
That 3K RE safe, basically safe to virtually everything. So definitely going to be trying to use... It looks like Signia's getting a little bit more comfortable with some of the... Wow, that was not a combo, but he ends up getting the just frame on top of it. 1 A's! Shoutouts to Mitsurugi.
Look at this so far. This sequence, 10 seconds into this round, already has Saiyne in yellow life. It's going to be a hard comeback, especially when you're making those whiffs. That was such an obvious round.
Yeah.
He went for the full crouch 1B. You see the Ivies go for that all the time, and Signia, veteran, not going to let that happen.
Nice break on the... Oh, wow! In neutral 236B, just trying to get in there with that grapple hook. It costs a lot of talismans, but hey, at this point, when you're 2 rounds up, you don't really care about losing talismans at this point, because the last round is going to happen, and last round Hwang is basically unstoppable.
Yeah, ooh, the jump kick coming in from Saiyne. Gonna jump over that low.
Signia getting the talismans back. Ooh, doesn't get the real combo there.
Yeah, and Saiyne just backing up, controlling the space, and the second hit coming through, trying to whip punish too early. No, get retracked.
Yeah, Signia was having a little bit of an easy time with the comfortability of the mid-range, but somehow has kind of lost his rhythm just in the past round or so.
Yeah,
gonna spend the talisman. Gonna get an aura, I think? Or not?
Ooh,
that's a break attack, my dude! Ooh, nice combo!
Yeah, and taking advantage of all of this pressure and soul charge. Saiyne has to be careful. Went for the back throw attempt. Signia gonna tech it.
That's it. Yeah, he doesn't know it's a low.
Yeah, and there's those strings that I was talking about earlier, Jay. Where this character, you have to know which strings are which and when they're coming.
Very typical setup that you'll see from Hwang's as you get used to it is 6AA on hit puts him into a stance where he can either do the low that you're seeing there, which is basically you can't mash on hit. Basically, you can't mash out of it, you can't really sidestep it because it has like one of those quake kind of stuns, and then it's obviously a low -12. So it's something that you can potentially try to block and then punish. But he does have a mid in there. The mid does not really have that strong of a hitbox, though. So it's something that I've noticed in my experience with Hwang so far is that 6 AA into the Quake stun, everybody always moves after that. And so, you know what I do? I do 6 AA into Quake stun again. Because, screw you.
Yeah.
Because, hey, if you're just going to keep getting hit by it, I might as well just, forever.
You might as well keep doing it. And you definitely, it seems like a really good string and able to capitalize on a lot of that movement. I mentioned it in the going into that last game, that Saiyne seemed to be able to just kind of move freely and do whatever he wanted, and Signia immediately adapted and shut that down and able to get that victory in this set. So definitely great stuff to Signia for making that adaptation. And he's just been playing SoulCalibur for so long, so
this as long as I have,
So making an adjustment like that is definitely possible for a player like him, and it's very exciting. Speaking a little bit more Hwang for the people at home, what you mentioned he's kind of more of a mid-range character. Now, why do you feel that way, Jay?
So there's a lot of situations where Hwang. So initially we were thinking that Hwang was going to be a little bit more like Assassin, where he was going to have those that unseeable low, the 4 AAB, which he does have in this game, but it does significantly less damage than we were initially expecting, and it's massively punishable. And I mean massively punishable.
So sorry to cut off the Hwang talk, but
Hwang talk with Jay and Sukas.
Pretty much. Next up is going to be Incendiate versus Yoshimitsu 6.
Ooh, okay.
Okay.
We'll go back. Remind me about the Hwang stuff, but overall,
we'll come back.
He's able to reset spacing and actually has a lot of really strong movement and yada yada yada.
Okay.
But X versus Yoshi. Incendiate versus Yoshimitsu the 6th. I believe this is the Yoshi player who I believe has beaten Enders once or twice in some of these Parsec tournaments. I might be misremembering. I'm not sure.
Gonna get the 2-2-B with punish.
Now, if I had to guess, out of these two players, I mean, I have to go with Incendiate.
Yeah, he plays a lot with Geo as well, so he's going to have some Yoshimitsu experience with one of the better NA players. But Yoshimitsu is a very deep character, and he played very differently.
Yeah, a lot of volatile aggression that we tend to see out of Yoshimitsu. So, a lot of 8-way running. It can be very difficult to keep track of. It's also very difficult to keep track of the mixes that you're ending up seeing.
Nice resist impact, and he gets the 4-4-A hold. Went for a 2-2-B.
Yeah, kind of what I was talking about, right? He tends to go for 8-way run kind of stuff whenever he has the capability to do so. Ooh, nice jump.
It's interesting. If you're thinking in this matchup, Yoshimitsu able to space out a little bit more than Xianghua can, and defensive Yoshimitsu, as we've seen from some players, is pretty effective.
Okay, so it looks like we're going to go with the RI. So, yeah, he decided enough with the 2-2-B shenanigans in that situation, decides to fully respect the RI. Yep. But I would imagine the idea is that Yoshimitsu could potentially space apart. One of the things that's kind of unique for both of these characters to deal with is that they are typically going to be the characters that have the fastest moves in the match, but both of them are just as fast as each other. So I'm curious to see how that pans out.
Yeah, both of them just as fast, but Yoshimitsu with the range advantage. Yeah. Able to convert into that round win. Incendiate trying to throw these 3Bs. Gonna get the force block situation into the low grab. Nice break, just backs away with it.
Yeah, I wonder if Incendiate's gonna try to use his bar as soon as he can. Gets a BB on a punish, which is good, not great. Now he's trying to catch him, trying to move and stuff like that. So it seems like overall it's going to be Yoshimitsu the 6th trying to. Oh, you could have seen me there. Yoshimitsu 6 trying to like space it out a little bit more, while Incendiate tries to shrink it down a little bit. But that being said, I think Yoshi could try to compete with X in the short range regard as well if he wants to.
Yeah, definitely can. I like Jordan going for those crybabies as well, disrupting Yoshimitsu's Oki pressure, and really just made him take a second and rethink his approach to it, and I was able to just keep him alive and disrupt his offense.
Overall, what it seems to be happening in this game, at least for the beginning part of it, is that Yoshimitsu 6 is somebody who really loves to move, and Insania is going all out with as much commitment as he can to try and keep him from moving out of bad situations over and over.
Nice 3B tip range into the critical edge. Don't think it's going to kill, but it's going to get the mix-up afterwards.
Yeah, the mix-up will potentially kill. 3A? Yeah,
there it is. Yeah, you guessed right. You got the block punish, Jay. We're all proud of you.
Thank you, Zubaz.
Yeah, no problem.
Except technically, I guess you don't really get one because you can go into stance, and then there's like a whole other
mind game
going on at that
situation.
point.
Yeah, of course. But I like that Jordan, he is a Incendiate, Incendiate, very like technical player. He tries to play as optimal as possible all the time. That kind of just goes down to like his personality. So he's always thinking about what he can be doing and trying to, see what his opponent's doing and kind of just figure them out and play his game plan as perfect as possible. And we really see him kind of just doing that here, where he's catching the back steps with his I-10 and he's backing up when he has frame advantage, when he feels like it's on its advantageous position to just reposition himself. And I think that's really just what sets certain players apart, is just their ability to have that mind.
Yeah, absolutely. And you can definitely tell the
Oh my god, Jay, did you see that?
That was instantly. That was fantastic. But overall, it seems like Incendiate is really trying to just keep check of Yoshimitsu the Sixth's movement overall, and keeping him into like that real close range until Yoshimitsu the Sixth. I have to come up with like a shorter way of saying that gamer tag, because that is quite a lot of.
Yeah, what's with these players naming themselves after their character, man? Like, come on.
Yeah, especially the Sixth when we know that it's the second.
What was the
Nice
first?
punish. No. Yoshimitsu the Second came in SE5, so I assume that this is a different Yoshimitsu the First.
I don't know.
Ooh. Timelines, dude. Shoutouts to DC Comics. Ooh, go for the AA after the frame advantage.
Anti-airs doesn't get the full -16 punish on that 2-2A, but it's okay.
I feel like overall, Jordan is trying to make a point of just essentially just blocking and allowing Yoshi the Sixth to effectively kill himself with some of these 8-way run moves.
Yeah, nice 6A plus B. That wasn't even a reaction. You just knew it was coming.
Yeah. All right.
Absolutely great read from Incendiate. I like that Incendiate as well. When he has these stance mix-ups, he is delaying them as long as possible just to get like the maximum amount of like right there. Just delays it so long low, delays it so long mid, and that's just to mess with his opponent's time.
If I had to take a guess, he's doing it just enough. Nice clash out there. He's taking just enough time so that Yoshi the Sixth will feel like initially he wants to guard, but then trying to capitalize off of the opportunity of like, okay, well, guarding isn't going to work, so I'm going to try to do 2-2B or something like that, or 2-2A.
Exactly.
When if he had just stayed guarding the whole time, he would have been fine. Now he's dead to a CE. Oh, that was the same situation that we had before. 4-4A charge, tech crouching under the 2-2. What was it? No, 2-2A. Yeah.
Ooh, try to interrupt, but no, the spring brave edge extension, but the counter hit, air hit.
Yeah, pretty rough stuff. Overall, Yoshi the Sixth was not able to kind of exude that longer range game that you were hoping for. We didn't see like Med K literally at all.
No, which is very interesting, because like that's definitely like an amazing tool that you have to kind of respect when you're fighting Yoshimitsu. And he kind of just tried to play a really close, uptight game against Incendiate, who looked very comfortable with it. So I would have liked to seen him maybe a little bit more of a defensive playstyle coming in from Yoshimitsu. But hey, maybe it's like that's some things to keep in mind for next time. But Incendiate is going to be moving on. I believe that's winner sides, moving on in the winner's bracket.
Yeah,
then,
overall, I feel like the aggression could have continued if he wanted to, but it needed to be tighter. It couldn't just be launcher on launcher on launcher anytime that there's a slight frame disadvantage or advantage, because that's that's pretty straightforward and easy for somebody like Incendiate to figure out. So for the most part, and you saw it in the middle of the second game, he effectively just started anytime Yoshi the Sixth had some sort of like ring out or wall pressure, he would just stand there and block. Yeah, which is going to beat all the 8-way run type moves. So in that case, Yoshi the Sixth can then start going into lows. He could even potentially try and back up and try to like, so if here's the wall and here's, this is really nice having the camera that I can actually I'm able to do the things that I do normally, except nobody can see my hands. Where it's like,
now we can see you, Jay.
Yeah, you have the wall, you have Incendiate, and then where he was normally here, he could do something like kind of walk around over here, and that makes it so that Incendiate isn't able to do any of the things because you can see like how my fingers can't reach my other hand. This is essentially like
that's called like spacing, right? That's your defensive playstyle coming in. But yeah, definitely, I know exactly what you mean. Trying to make that happen. Unfortunately, it just didn't really work. Or when we on the aggressive side, we saw in like the first round, going in with those like hell sweeps that Yoshimitsu has, and we didn't really see any more of it. He hit it once or twice. And it kind of just stopped going for one of the best lows in the entire game.
I feel like he was doing full crouch 3K like when you would have when he had already been on a roll, as opposed to actually starting his aggression with that kind of a bet. And I mean, in one way, it's like, oh, I don't want to take that bet, but it's like you're already kind of taking a bet with 2-2A and 2-2B. So it's a bigger bet, but it's something that it's going to force Incendiate to kind of come up with a better idea as to how to defend. You can't just stay stoic.
Who's up, by the way?
So this is 8-way funds versus. Oh God, who is he versus?
Versus
I'm losing my mind, guys. I'm sorry. Zedd. It's Zedd.
Okay.
Oh,
So
okay.
the either Mina or Tira versus Xianghua. So another Xianghua.
Zedd is on 2P, by the way.
Yeah, Tira versus Xianghua. So I assume
East Coast versus West Coast also. USA versus Canada.
Oh boy. Well, I'm gonna go with 8-way because you're talking about somebody who plays against Incendiate all the time.
Yep.
So frankly, just based on that.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with 8-way funds as well. She's gonna have a lot of matchup knowledge and plays with probably the best North American Xianghua. It's either like Incendiate or Zeffikai. So having that experience is gonna be a really big boon for 8-way
Nick
funds.
is gonna have some words for you when he finds out.
Whatever, man.
I feel like this is a slightly more extreme version of what we were talking about with the Yoshi versus X matchup, where I don't think that Tira has stronger mix-ups than Yoshi, but significantly better movement, significantly better pokes, and so, to be frank, I'm a little bit confused as to why 8-way wants to try and make this a close-range battle to such a degree. Maybe he's trying to test things out. He's gonna put him in a huge amount of trouble.
Yeah, thought it was going to be the A+B cancel, but no.
Why did he have to do that?
The AA second hit going to come through on that GI whiff punish. You like how the GI timing was right, but the first hit whiff.
God, that is always my least favorite thing in all of SoulCalibur. When you're so good that the game punishes you for it.
Yeah, he was so big brain that he was actually small brain.
Yeah.
Unfortunate. But coming in, got this round going through. With a short range on the grabs, gonna whiff. And there is that backstep kid you were mentioning before, that great movement that she has over Yoshimitsu. Able to happen.
Not entirely sure why he didn't respect the string there. It's going to cost him the round. But overall, yeah, I agree. I feel like 8-way, as time goes on, unless he wants to be very belligerent about it, though I'm not sure why he would want to, he's going to eventually get it to the point where Zedd feels like he has to constantly be mashing, and then 8-way's just going to rack up the whiff punishes.
Did you see that string defense from Zedd blocking that low follow-up? There could be a lot of matchup experience in terms of Zedd. You know, he's a lab monster, but that backstep into the CE, classic Tira using that phenomenal backstep. Gonna make that happen.
Gonna get his 5th change as well. Doesn't get a 6th. And I always forget, you need 9, right?
Yeah.
Pretty sure you need 9. Ooh, nice jump back to get rid of the Crybaby. Was that a Crybaby punish too?
It was, yes it was. And there is like just like that thing where you play a matchup so much, you know when like Xianghua players, like this is a good spot for them to Crybaby, right? They needed to disrupt my offense, and what a huge call out from 8-way Fun making that read.
Just a fantastic punish as well. It's not very often, even when you call out the Crybaby, sometimes it just getting it to the point where you're not getting hit by the Crybaby is enough of a punish. But a nice crouch punish as well for Zedd. And so getting another punish. These guys have fantastic defense on each other. Is that in time?
It is in time. That was gonna be the round. Wow, that was I was unsure if that was actually gonna make it, but it does. Tying it up. 2 rounds each going into this final round.
Yeah, but 8-way with a huge advantage here. 2 bars to 1 and already in Coda. So that's a pretty big deal. If Zedd can pull this off with just 1 bar, that's going to be very impressive. Already with the unbreakable grab. Yeah.
Yep. Like one of the few times where throws are with punish and gets the transition.
You might as well cut the bar here. You've got 2 bars.
Exactly. Get that life lead.
Coda, yeah.
Yeah, back in gloomy. CE
Ooh,
does
nice.
give you that guaranteed stand switch.
Nice evasion. Oh, it looks like Zedd's getting a little crazy here. Yeah, it looks like he's pushing a little bit too hard. I don't know if that's going to work out. Still has that bar. He wants to try and use it for a soul charge. Probably not, though. He probably wants to use it for a CE.
Yeah, and you see 8-way Fonz right now going for those mids. Yep, trying to just reinforce, give that throw a possibility to happen.
I'm surprised he's not ducking that high.
Yeah, oh, nice
he caught.
delay.
What's that, a CE? Or a soul charge?
Something.
I don't know.
Frame trapped him with the 6B and delay 6B. Great frame trap coming from 8-way runs. Yeah, and 8-Way Fun's looking to be in a lot of control in terms of just the movement and the spacing and controlling the tempo a lot. When it's not in his favor, that's when we saw Zedd make those dominant rounds happen, but it's going to be a difficult situation because it's hard to contain that movement with Xianghua because that backstep's so good and her range isn't that great. So you're kind of relying on things like 6xB and 6B to really do anything. And at that point, you're going to get sidestepped a lot. So I wonder if Zedd's going to be able to adapt coming into this next round. Jay, how do you feel about it?
I mean, kind of what you were talking about was wholeheartedly exemplified in the last round that we were seeing, where I think because of Coda, Zedd was getting very anxious, was disregarding frame disadvantage, and was just kind of going all out, like, I have to go all out. And then eventually 8-Way was just like, no, we're just going to keep it steady and everything. And then Zedd was like, okay, I have one bar, I'm just going to slowly drive him towards, like, this bad ring position. And then 8-Way was just like, nah, dude, I'm just going to keep, like,
what was the score on that?
We only saw one game.
Yeah, that was 1-0 so far.
Art, can you switch back, please?
Ooh, okay. So we decided to keep on the same stage. Already has 3 changes, but he is in the
I
other
thought that was done for some reason.
Crybaby? Yep.
Goes at 3B disrespect, no punish!
I like the A. That was
it worked.
Yeah, it did.
Some of the best players in the world in this game, they get by on just awkward timing, and it's such a big part of their game. So having just like that weird timing can be really effective.
Awkwardness for the sake of awkwardness is actually a pretty solid strategy.
Because the move switch went for the low last time, goes for the mid this time.
Been 100% successful on that lethal hit 50-50 so far. In Gloomy, already has 5.
Wouldn't that
So
make
he's
it like
down
a
the round.
100-0?
Yeah.
Ooh, didn't get the whip punish. That's a huge opportunity. Could have got the round off of it. Instead, he gets an
He's
AJ.
definitely making a note of the fact that he's able to just throw out 3 Bs, and Zedd isn't doing anything about it.
No, that's a great tool to go unpunished. Does so much damage.
Yeah, plus the tech crouch, and that's going to be the round.
Yeah, try to catch that step, but no, that move's not going to have enough range. You got to go for that 6xB.
Or you just have to keep walking. It just feels like Zedd just kind of eventually got frustrated. I understand. It's very frustrating trying to catch, as another person who plays another aggressive character, it's very frustrating trying to catch Tira. But the fact of the matter is, you have to be comfortable with the fact that your Tira opponent is going to be just waltzing away from you so very often.
And he had a life lead as well, so he could have just afforded to have that happen.
Now he has the meter advantage. Neither of them want to take a wholehearted commitment on an attack for the RE. I wonder if we can see some like soul charge kind of stuff. Not really something that we see from Xianghua players all that often. This is going to be.
Alright, going for the side switch mix up. This is not 2D game.
Yeah, definitely spending the bar here. Nice low parry, by the way. That was pretty great.
Yeah, that was really fantastic. Gonna get the mix up afterwards as well.
Not 3A. Damn. I lost this one.
Got the counter hit, not able to confirm it. Gonna get the throw.
Crybaby. Oh yeah, he had to back up for it. Oh no! Oh,
late on the whip punish. Okay.
If Zedd lost that, I would have been convinced this was over. Because he had it with that whip punish, but not to mention, 8-Way is going to be in Coda pretty shortly, so you definitely have to make sure you're capitalizing on all the situations, just like 8-Way is doing for himself.
That gets the frame trap. Zedd in total control right at the moment, decides to reapproach in.
Yeah, he got nervous about the taunt. I don't like this 6AA stuff. I don't really think that string is all that good, but that's just my opinion. But that's going to give him the game, right?
Yeah, it is. And then a lot more patience coming in from Zedd that time. Realizes his mistake and able to get it.
Yeah, not just necessarily worrying about trying to move and trying to corral Tira, just effectively allowing the opponent to make the mistake on himself. And then when the opponent's making mistakes, you don't stop.
Nope. Yeah, let it happen. When you have a huge life lead like that, you don't really always have to approach. Even though you're a close-range character, whatever. Let your opponent approach you. Choose your engagement. You have the life to work with.
Ooh, we got the new Hwang stage. So we're going to see basically... This is as close to like an infinite stage as we have in this game.
Yeah, I played like a 50-game set with Lee. Both of us doing playing Siegfried.
Guys, Nova Mage just donated $300. We're at $1,000. $1,000.
All right. Well, in true, in true,
I'm literally crying.
we have to just be like, come on!
Yeah, Ian's got to yell at you
I can't
for
believe
donating
you
that
do
much
that.
money.
$300? Come on, man.
Boo!
I am in actual tears, guys. I'm like, thank you so much, Novamage. Really.
Novamage is definitely one of the big spenders of the SoulCalibur community. We always appreciate it.
We just 100% do. Thank you so much. Going back into this match, though, the big stage, almost an infinite, that long set, both of us on Siegfried, there was like not a single round that ended in a ring out in like 50 games. The stage is huge.
Yeah. I still have yet to play on this stage. Have never gotten in a ranked, have never gotten in a casual set. I don't know.
It's like the opposite of like release desert stage.
Yeah. Oh man, 8-way being real obnoxious with these lows now. Effectively just trying to make it so that Zedd has to run into the stuff over and over again. So instead of trying to like use movement to create whiffs, he's actually using attacks, which might actually be good for Zedd if Zedd picks up on it. Oh no, what happened there?
I don't know, got the whiff!
Wow.
Oh, is this in time? It's not in time.
Not. I don't think he was expecting the 2-2-B to whiff. Frankly, I wasn't. I don't think anybody involved, commentators, people watching, or the players were expecting that.
I don't think I've ever seen that move whiff like that.
Yeah, that close? That was literally the razor-thin edge.
Yeah.
Awe trying to pick up on it, but it's match point for Zedd at this point, so Awe has to pick up something real quick. He only has 4 changes, probably not going to see Coda. Nice sidestepping.
Gonna have to get these round wins in order to even get there. Didn't spend, okay.
He's getting a ton of lows. He's doing a lot of evasion, so that was a blisteringly fast first round for 8-way, but he definitely has some work to do.
Now,
yeah, if Zedd were to change back to how he was playing in the first game, I think it would work depending on like how 8-way is playing right now.
Yeah, but this is right up in his face. Doesn't get right in the throat. 8-way trying to disrespect, but no, Xianghua a little bit faster.
Well, doesn't decide to go for the feather. Okay, so he's gonna get the CE punish. Now he's out of resources though. This is gonna put him in gloomy. He's gonna have to deal with the CE. This CE is practically death at this point.
Yep, but he can create these whiffs. There it is, exactly. Gets the throw, just backs away. Zedd trying to catch that backstep, and ooh, not quite in time on that whiff punch. We've seen it before.
Needs one more.
Oh,
Oh,
doesn't block the low.
The actual low. I don't think he was expecting that.
No, I didn't expect it either. I thought that cancel was coming in for sure. But Zedd showing his ability to adapt, showing the matchup knowledge, and didn't let all that back movement deter him at all. Great stuff to Zedd, representing the West Coast and Canada, moving on in the winners bracket.
And you have to admit that there's kind of an ironic twist with the fact that we were talking about how overall, in terms of the paper on that matchup, you're going to be expecting somebody who's playing Tira in that situation to be able to walk away from everything. And it seemed like that is how Zedd was going to potentially, if he was going to lose, it was going to be because of that, right? Yeah. But he was on a stage that was as big as the world is around. Yeah, you heard me, Oofmatic. The fact that he was able to outspace his opponent enough, or at least crowd him enough, to keep the movement from being a big problem, it's not nothing. It's not easy to do.
No, but especially with a character like Xianghua, right, who has probably like the lowest range in the game, like her and Talon. So it's definitely hard for her to contain that movement. And we saw a lot of whiffs coming from Zedd, just even attempting to stop that back movement. It's hard for characters even like long range to stop it. It's just so good.
It's one of those things that's very similar to like something that's always been the case with Voldo in literally every game is that any Oki that you normally get in all of the traditional setups, when Voldo's on the ground, it doesn't work. That's just the way it is. And so for the most part, you either have to wholeheartedly commit to so bombastic that it's actually going to hit Voldo when he's on the ground, or we're never going to play a ground game.
Thank you to Last Zulu for the $20 donation, by the way. You guys have been insane today. Thank you guys for getting us to $1,000.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Yeah, it's incredible,
Thank
guys.
you guys all so much. This is fantastic. This is like the first monthly type thing. Or I guess it's like more than a monthly. This is
annually.
Less
we might see more of them. Who can say?
Yeah.
Only Ian can say.
Ian, I'm not sure, can say much because he's
he's just yelling at people in the cloud.
Yelling and crying and yelling.
Yeah, basically, old man yells at cloud. That's the really should be
basically.
the title of the tournament.
It's very appropriate because
Yes,
it's a
old
cloud.
man
server.
yells at cloud.
Old man yells at cloud.
We're gonna have up next Thermidor versus CrazyJ.
I'm gonna have to go with Thermidor on this one.
Yeah, 100%. I'm gonna go with Thermidor as well. Has had a lot of practice against Ivy over the course of the 2 years we've been playing this game, and is definitely one of the strongest North American nightmares. And he just doesn't really care. It's so hard to like counter a person who just doesn't care. He'll just do things and do things just to annoy his opponent, just because he wants to. He's one of the hardest people for me to get a read on, just because he'll just do things in like places that don't make sense, but it works. And that's just the kind of person he is.
Yeah, two things that Thermidor cares about. Number one, buffing Nightmare.
Yeah, of course.
Number two, little else.
That's essentially, you pretty much summed up everything about that man.
Yeah.
Doesn't care. And he likes to go for like some of the more obscure things, like going for just straight up drop kicks in neutral, right?
He won
remember
final round off of it. I can't blame him.
I remember like the hypest thing I've ever seen in terms of SoulCalibur 5 was a set versus him versus Hawkeye, and he drop kicked him out of Natsu's hover, and it was like the craziest thing my child brain had ever seen, and it was just so exciting being at home watching that happen. So Thermidor, let's see what you can do. But CrazyJ has been on the up and up, doing fantastic recently in some of these Parsec tournaments, so definitely not someone you can count out.
Thank you to Dynamic Focus for a $50 donation, by the way. 1071.
Thanks, Aziza.
One thing that I should mention is CrazyJ, I have a tough time believing is very happy about this stage. But for two, I would also say that Nightmare got some pretty extreme buffs this past patch, which is something that's been something that we've been saying virtually every single patch, and it's made it exceedingly more difficult to compete with the frames that this character and the guard damage / damage that the character is able to.
Nice back step into the whip punish 3B. That is a classic of Nightmare players of old.
Right, you got a lot of work to do, Crazy. Nice punish, but okay, here we go.
Yeah,
Dead
not of it
one
yet.
more.
Yeah, it has the mix up.
Ooh,
Catching
okay.
the back movement, bringing it back. The Calamity Symphony, just sneaking it in there.
Yeah, Thermidor not going to be happy about getting hit by that low that kind of started that whole series, but he also has a bar, and by a bar I mean he has a bar and a half, meaning he got that half in the time it took me to say that he had a bar.
Yep. Nightmare is a meter battery, and getting that reverse ledge, he's at 2 bars now.
He had that much range in his RE? I didn't think I knew.
This character has a lot of range on it.
Wow, he's not even going to have to use the meter in order to get this round, but I'd be willing to bet that he wants to use his meter more than he wants to use
He got the read, he was just too early on the low grab.
Is he gonna... Ruben, if you lose this, you are your own worst enemy. You just didn't want to use any of your resources, and you got real greedy.
Yeah,
Okay.
there it is. Alright, you spend it.
Yeah. That's the other thing. Did you know about his soul attack thing?
Infinite soul attacks now? Yeah, and soul charge, it's insane. It's like an I-16 mid that goes across the whole
Full
screen.
range and safe.
Like, it's insane. I can't believe they gave it to him. This character's not good, by the way.
Yeah. I don't want to make this commentary about all that kind of stuff,
Yeah.
but it's really stupid, and I wish Thermidor would shut up a lot.
Yeah, I like that even though Ivy is technically the longer range character, Thermidor isn't giving up on the bait and punish strategy of Nightmare, right? It's definitely the kind of character he is. He's a bait and punish character.
Because overall, Ivy's going to have to do, like, it's going to have to compete with it at some sort of a mid-range, so to speak. Because Ivy is going to have to either commit to a super long-range move, or if Thermidor is in CrazyJ's face, he's going to have to commit to something smaller, in which case you are able to set up that mid-range backstep and punish kind of game plan.
Yep. Nice 2-2-B.
Oh, what happened?
Just got the combo. Has the wall pressure, fakes these 2-2Ks as a reactable low, Thermidor, come on.
Yeah, Thermidor is not having a lot of success with beating out some of these lows. In fact, I'm pretty sure that's the reason why he lost the 2 rounds that he has. Was that an RI? No. Alright, he's got another bar. Oh, that's the round.
Wow, nice buffer on that Calamity. Oh no, the nerf's coming through. Look at this 2K gonna secure it. CrazyJ defying our expectations, taking game number 1.
Yeah,
on a disadvantaged stage. This is like one of the worst stages for Ivy.
Yeah, it has to be, right?
Yeah. Her wall combos aren't great. There's no ring out opportunities. She can't go anywhere. Nightmare has amazing wall combos.
Oh boy.
Okay.
my least favorite stage.
I mean, Nightmare has really good ring outs as well, and if he gets some optimal guard breaks, he can carry you across like the entirety of some stages.
Now that being said, I'm sure CrazyJ is very okay. I was gonna say CrazyJ is happy for the further distancing in terms of the starting positions, but then as I was about to say that, he sprinted at Thermidor, so maybe I'm wrong about that.
Yeah, definitely something to keep in mind. If Thermidor's gonna go for that armor to get that terror charge, CrazyJ could just walk forward slightly and do a low grab, and there's nothing he can do about it.
I think it's important to note that in significantly less than 20 seconds, CrazyJ's guard meter is in the yellow.
Yeah. Oh, ducks into the 3K hold. That's a weak hit that only works on male characters.
I think he was trying to do a flapjack. I'm not sure though. Nice. Oh boy, everybody's dropping everything. Spaghetti everywhere.
Gets the terror charge here. Can do a lot of chip damage if he wants to. Yep, and he's dead. Oh, not quite. Didn't kill.
Oh wow.
Jump kicks over.
Jump over that? Oh wow. I'm really surprised that Thermidor didn't expect a low there, because the entire first game, when CrazyJ was in that situation, he went for a low each time.
Yeah, ooh, the Grim Stride. It ends in tech crouch, whipping that high over him.
Nice drill.
Yeah, getting the plus frame. Yep.
Overall, just looks like he's trying to work on guard damage. Makes sense. Oh, okay. What a greedy human being.
Yeah, goes fishing. You know, catches, like, demonic entity? I don't know, whatever he is.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, sure. And his guard is flashing red, though. Thermidor is potentially one move on block away from converting this into a huge round comeback.
Well, now that being said, he doesn't have Terror Charge, but
no, the ABA.
Worst thing he could have done, Crazy.
Yeah. That was great positional awareness, though. The ABA does hit the opposite direction of AGA.
Ooh, nice pickup there. All right, so CrazyJ in a pretty bad way, and that's what I have to say.
Yeah, nice parry. That RGI into the low grab. Get over here.
So the question is, it seems like the only times that I see CrazyJ have issues with this kind of thing is when he does exactly what he just did, which is the run up and grab. It seems like eventually he just gets tired of his whole zoning thing, and he thinks that it was successful enough that he can go and run up and do a grab, but that's not necessarily the case.
Yeah, CrazyJ had a huge call with that unblockable ready to go, and he just thought that Nightmare's Soul Charge had a lot more range than it actually does. If he just let that rock, that would have been a huge amount of damage. That unblockable does like over 100 damage.
Oh, he would have been dead for sure.
Okay.
All right, but you got to deal with all this damage, dude. Yeah, more 2-2A. Just do 2-2A constantly, right? Because Nightmare can't do anything about that.
No.
You'll just have to commit to some of these 40s like he is. Okay. Yeah. Jump A.
Pops the Soul Charge, get away from me.
Ooh, caught the Soul Attack from Thermidor. He doesn't have any meter. I guess it doesn't matter because it's the classic Wall Rising AA.
It was on counter hit, so you get the second.
Shoutouts to 8-year-old me playing Soul Blade in the bowling alley, just constantly doing Siegfried V, Wall Rising AA. Decides to keep the stage. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, not a terrible idea, right? You can have the range when you want to. I guess the only thing is, like, now Nightmare has access to ring outs, which we've only seen one ring out, and it was from Thermidor.
I think eventually Thermidor is going to realize that, like, even though CrazyJ has been successful whenever he's doing this zoning kind of stuff, this long range kind of stuff, CrazyJ just eventually feels like he's got to go for a command grab, like every single time.
It's just like there's something deep down inside in like the subconscious of his brain that's just like command.
Yeah, just this timer. And eventually it just, you know, goes to waste. Which kind of sucks. I kind of wish he would not do that, because if I'm in Thermidor's position, that's like the one thing I'm looking for.
Yeah, you know, sometimes, you know, you can only hit snooze so many times, Jay, and then it's time to get up and go to work, so.
Boy, howdy, don't I know it.
Nice, good. It's the armor proc into the terror charge. Powered up now. Nightmare is super scary when he has this buff.
I appreciate the fact that CrazyJ is going for stuff that is -12 a lot more often. That's definitely the way to go when it comes to trying to beat Nightmare. Oh wow, baited the reverse ring out, and then waited a while, waited even longer, and then did... Oh, come on!
Come on, you gotta attack that.
You? I guess he thought... I don't know.
He was on the second level of mind game, and you know what? I never take that risk. I will eat a million over tosses before I get rung out.
Because it's not Siegfried, right? And Siegfried would have killed in that situation if it was the reverse flapjack, because he could have done CE. And I think that would have been enough, but...
Nightmare can turn around Soul Attack.
Oh, if that's the case, then maybe we're wrong. Speaking of being wrong... oh, 1A! How dare you, Thermidor?
Yeah. Oh, the horizontal gonna smash right through that. Only GI's verticals.
God, I see you so bad.
You used to be the best one in the game.
Oh yeah. How are you gonna do this? I don't know, Crazy. You know what? You should build up meter. You should build up meter.
Command grab. Watch it. Here it comes. Command grab. No.
Now command grab.
Mid.
Oh, he does it! Sidestep up there, you stupid head!
Nice insult. Oh, and he's dead. Yep.
And you know what sucks is that he couldn't press the advantage there because the Thermidor has the soul attack 5 times or whatever.
Soul attack. Soul attack. But they're gonna take it.
That was.
He's just laughing at you, mocking you the entire time, Jay.
That is kind of what Nightmare does.
It is a personality trait. You know, he kind of is very angry at the world. He wants to take your soul. I don't want to give it to him, but he's probably not going to care.
I'm kind of 50-50 on giving it to him.
That's fair.
So you know.
Hey, friends.
Hey!
How's it going?
Pretty good. How are you?
So I think just FYI, we reached the end of another round of winners. I'm prepping for the next round.